Myself, Dr. Somit De, Assistant Professor and Teacher in charge of Mathematics Section under Department of Basic Science and Humanities, Asansol Engineering College, West Bengal, India. This is lecture 7 under module number 3. Topic is solution of a system of linear equations. Subtopic is Kramers rule. Solution of a system of linear equation. Let us consider a system of 3 linear equations in 3 variables. a11x1, a12x2 plus a13x3 is equals to b1, a21x1, a22x2 plus a23x3 is equals to b2, a31x1 plus a32x2 plus a33x3 is equals to b3. This system of equations can be written in the following matrix form. Ax is equals to b. What is A? A is a coefficient matrix. This first column is coming from coefficient of x1, a11, a21, a31. Just to check, a11, a21, a31. Second column is coming from coefficient of x2, a12, a22, a32. Just to check, a12, a22, a32. Clear? Third column is coming from coefficient of x3, a13, a23, a33. Just to check, a13, a23, and a33. This X matrix is a column matrix based on a variable, that is x1, x2, x3. B matrix is a right side part, that is this is also a column matrix. Coefficients are b1, elements are b1, b2, b3. Clear? There are different methods to solve this system of linear equations. Okay, number 1 is Kramers rule, number 2 is matrix inverse method, number 3 Gauss elimination method, number 4 Gauss-Jordan method. Okay, so Kramers rule based on determinant and matrix inverse method, Gauss elimination method, and Gauss-Jordan method are all based on matrix concept. Okay, so in this video, in this lecture, I'm concerned with the Kramers rule. Okay, try to understand Kramers rule. Let us consider a system of 3 linear equations and 3 variables, same like previous. a11x1 plus a12x2 plus a13x3 is equals to b1, a21x1 plus a22x2 plus a23x3 is equals to b2, a31x1, a32x2 plus a33x3 is equals to b3. The coefficient determinant is this. The coefficient determinant is denoted by d. This d determinant is coming from coefficient of x1, x2, and x3. Let's see. First column of this determinant d is coming from coefficient of x1. Just check, a11, a21, a31, a11, a21, a31. Clear? First column. Second column of this determinant is coming from coefficient of x2, a12, a22, a32. Okay, is it clear? And third column of this determinant is coming from coefficient of x3, that is a13, a23, and a33. Full Kramers rule calculation is based on this d. So be careful about the finding d. Okay, because rest of the calculation depends on d determinant. So be careful about this. Now try to understand how to calculate d1. d1 is also another determinant. This d1 is coming from d. Already inform you that rest of the calculation is coming from d. So here d is very, very important. So now let's see. d1 determinant is coming from d by replacing first column of d by b1, b2, b3. Just check. Second column, third column are remain same, but first column of D replaced by B1, B2, B3, which is known as D1 determinant. Clear? Next, D2 determinant. D2 determinant is also coming from D by replacing second column of D by B1, B2, B3. Just to check, first column, second column are same, but first column and third column are same, but second column is replaced by B1, B2, B3. Clear? Now, D3 determinant. D3 determinant is also coming from D by replacing A1 third column, that is A13, A23 and A33 by B1, B2, B3. Just to check. So I have mentioned here with color so that you can understand this. First column and second column are remain same, just like D, but third column is different, and third column is coming from D by replacing B1, B2, B3. Clear? So this is all about the main part, D, then D1, then D2 and D3. If anything is wrong with D, so automatically you can generate wrong information about D1, D2, D3. So that's why be careful to find determinant D, coefficient determinant D. Okay. Next, after getting D1, D2, D3 and D, find the solution. Very simple way. X1 is equals to D1 by D, X2 is equals to D2 by D, and X3 is equals to D3 by D. Is clear how to calculate? After getting your D1, D2, D3, just substitute here and find the value. Very easy. Okay, so this is all about the Kama's rule. But in this process, in this system of equation, there are different types of solution you can see. There exist three types of solutions. Number one, type 1, unique solution. How to decide there exists a unique solution? Let's see. The condition is that D must be non-zero. That is, determinant value of D must be non-zero. And any value of D1, D2, D3. Any value means anything, 0, negative, positive, whatever. So here main concern is D. If D not equals to 0, you can directly conclude your result. There exists unique solution. Clear? So from it is clear, D plays important role in Kama's rule. Okay, so be careful about this. Now type 2. Type 2 solution, infinite number of solution. How to decide? In that case, D must be equals to 0. And you can't conclude that there is infinite solution. No. After getting that D equals to 0, then you have to check D1, D2, D3. All must be 0. It means D, D1, D2 and D3. If all are 0, then only you can say there exists infinite number of solution. Clear? I repeat once again. For infinite number of solution, you should have D, D1, D2, D3. All are 0. All. Clear? Next, be careful about this information. Next, number 3, last type, no solution. For no solution, D must be 0. Please check carefully. So this is not the main part. Okay, but for no solution, but at least one of D1, D2, D3 must be non-zero. Try to understand the difference between infinite number of solutions and no solution. In infinite number of solutions, all D1, D2, D3 must be equal to 0. But in case of no solution, D1, D2, at least any one, D1, D2, D3 must be non-zero. Must be non-zero. Okay. If yes, then only you can say there is no solution. Clear? So this is the main information. First, you have to check D. If d not equals to 0, directly you can mention unique solution. But if d becomes 0, then you can't conclude, because there exists two types solution. One is infinite number solution, another is no solution. So to identify the no solution or infinite number of solution, so you have to calculate d1, d2, d3. If all d1, d2, d3 are equal 0, then you can say there exists infinite number of solution. Okay, but if at least one of d1, d2, d3 is non-zero, then you can conclude that there is no solution. Okay, please memorize this information. Okay, now try to understand with some example. Now solve by Kamas-Wu. So this is a system of equation. This is a system of linear equation. Why it is linear? How many variables you have? 3 variables, x1, x2, x3. Why it is called linear? Because just to check the variable power. x1 power is 1, x2 power is 1, x3 power is 1. So that's why this is called linear. Why it is called linear system of equation? Because there exists more than one equation. So that's why this is called linear system of linear equations. Clear? Now try to understand how to solve this system of equation by Kamas rule. Okay, write down the given system of equation is 3x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equals to 4, x1 minus x2 plus 2x3 is equals to 6, x1 plus 2x2 minus x3 is equals to minus 3. So already I have discussed that in Kamas rule, D plays important role. So we should take some precaution, special precaution to find the coefficient determinant. Okay. So the coefficient determinant is D is equals to first column of is coming from coefficient of x1 1, 3 1 1 3 1 1. Second column is coming from coefficient of x2 1 minus 1 2 1 minus 1 2. Third column is coming from coefficient of x3, that is 1 2 minus 1 1 2 minus 1. Clear? Very important. I should check twice. 3 1 1 3 1 1 1 1 1 minus 1 2 1 minus 1 2 1 2 minus 1 2 minus. So our determinant D is perfect. Okay, so already you know how to find the determinant value. Now let's see. 3 minus 1 into minus 1 minus of 2 into 2. I have given information full. Minus of 1 1 into minus 1 1 into minus 1 minus of 1 into 3 1 into 2, sorry. Okay, this one plus 1. When you consider 1, that means this and that. So 1 into 2 1 into 2 minus 1 into minus 1 1 into minus 1. Clear? 1 into minus 1. Now simplify. 3 is here. Minus 1 into minus 1 1. 2 into 2 minus, that is 1 minus 4. Minus 1 minus 1 1 into minus 1 minus 1 1 into 2 minus 2 from here, and plus 1 1 into 2 2 1 into minus 1 of minus, that is plus 1. So after simplification you have from here 3 into minus 3 minus 9, minus 1 into minus 3, that is plus 3, and 1 into 3 means 3, ultimately minus 3. Your D value is minus 3. Okay, so from it is clear our D is not equals to 0. So already you know, if your D is not equals to 0, you can conclude directly there exists unique solution. Okay, so you can conclude there exists unique solution or unique solution exists. Any doubt? Anything? Clear? All lines are clear? How to find the coefficient determinant? Okay. Now Next part is D1. So already informed that D1 is coming from D by replacing first column by 4, 6, minus 3. Let's see. Just to check, 4, 6, minus 3, and rest of the column, that is column number 2 and column number 3, are remain same as it is. Okay. Now calculate the D1. So already you know 4 into minus 1 into minus 1, 2 into 2, this one, minus 1, 6 into minus 1, minus of minus 3 into 2, this one, plus 1 into 6 into 2 minus of minus 3 into minus 1. Okay. After simplification, you have this 4 is here. From here 1 minus 4 minus 1 minus 6 plus 6, 1 from here 12 minus 3 is equals to, so minus 12, 0, and this is 9. Ultimately you have minus 3. So our D1 is minus 3. Clear? Same D2, first column of D311 same as it is, and replace only second column should be replaced by 463. Okay, and third column is same 1, 2, 3. Clear? So that's why I'm using multicolor so that you can understand. So this D2 is coming from D by replacing 4, 6, minus 3 in column 2. Okay, now calculate the value. 3 into 6 into minus 1 minus of minus 3 into 2, this one, minus 4 into 1 into minus 1 minus of 1 into 3, this one, and 1 plus 1 into minus 3 minus of 1 into 6, this one. Okay, so from where we have 3 into 6 minus 6 plus 6, from here minus 4 minus 1 minus 2, from here plus 1 into minus 3 minus 6. After simplification you have 0 plus 12 minus 9 is equals to 3. So our D2 is 3. Clear? Very simple calculation you have. Now D3. So same D3 is also coming from D by replacing third column by 4, 6 and minus 3. So that's why I'm using multicolor so that you can understand. First column and second column remain same like D, but third column of D replaced by 4, 6, minus 3. Okay. Now simplify. Already you know how to calculate. 3 minus 1 into minus 3 minus 2 into 6, this one, minus 1 of 1 into minus 3 minus 1 into 6, this one, plus 4 1 into plus 4 into 1 into 2 minus of 1 into minus 1, this. After simplification you have 3 into minus 3, from here 12 minus 1 is here, 1 into minus 3 minus 3, from here minus 6 plus 4 into 2 minus 1. After simplification you have minus 27 plus 9 plus 12, ultimately you have minus 6. Clear? By Kama's rule already you know x equals to d1 by d. What is d1? Minus 3. What is d? Minus 3. After simplification you have 1. That is our x1 value is 1. What is x2? x2 is equals to d2 by d, that is 3. What is d2? d2 is equals to 3. Okay, so d is equals to minus 3. Substitute here, that is minus 1 And what is x3? x3 is equals to d3 by d is equals to d3 is equals to minus 6 from here, and d is equals to minus 3. Already you know that. After simplification you have 2. So x3 is equals to 2. Okay. So last line, don't stop here. You should write the required solution is x1 is equals to 1, x2 is equals to minus 1, x3 is equals to 2. So this is all about the Kama's rule. Try to solve some question based on this knowledge. Okay, so that you can check yourself whether knowledge is clear or not. Okay, thank you.